have you. Hello, hello. Oh my God. I've been on mute and I've been talking. I didn't even know. Hey! Now, wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Tony. I was just talking. I don't know, so I know the. Well, now, welcome. Well, happy Sunday. Greetings to everyone. I hope you had a chilled Sunday. I hope you're staying cool. It's very hot here. It's like 104 degrees out here. It's crazy. I mean, actually, yeah, 104 degrees, and it's getting hotter and hotter. Happy Sunday to everyone. I hope you're having a chilled Sunday. I hope you're relaxing and everything is going fantastic with you. We're going to jump right into it because I don't want to be here too long. Thank you very much, Mr. Tony. I appreciate that.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Since the conclusion of the 2023 general elections that brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu to office, the opposition Labour Party have been in court to prove that their candidate, Peter Obi, was the rightful winner of the 2023 election. Under fire from the barrage of criticisms trailing the 2023 general elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, had appeared before the court to defend the presidential poll that produced Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima as president and vice president, respectively. Accordingly, the commission prayed the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal, sitting at the Court of Appeal in Abuja, to dismiss a petition filed by Labour Party and its presidential candidate Peter Obi, saying that the relief sought are not grantable. The Labour Party have persisted with their case against the election conduct and how the electoral umpire didn't live up to expectations. Well, joining us on the morning show to review their case before the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal and the party's call for the INEC chairman to resign is Akin Oshutokun, the Director General of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council. Welcome to the morning show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. I was telling my friend here that all of you on the show are my friends, so I think I'm going to have a good time here.
All right, then. Let's get straight into it. Now, the Labour Party has called for the immediate dismissal and prosecution of the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, as I read in my introduction, over his alleged role in the 2023 presidential elections. Can you expand on the specific actions or decisions that Labour Party believes, that Professor Yakubu did or they believe that warrants such demands? Let's expand on that. Why do you want him to leave office?
Yeah, because, INEC has established a reputation, pardon my word, that tend towards going rogue. Now, this time around, they have, I think, overreached themselves. And their cup of iniquities is full and running over. We have just finished the stage of the hearings at the tribunal, the appeal court. And you wonder why. It's an opportunity for INEC especially to provide full account, to demonstrate accountability, in what it has done. I mean, that is if they don't have anything to hide. On the contrary, the behavior of INEC at the tribunal has been very dodgy. Given the avalanche of criticism and condemnation of INEC, nationally and internationally, anybody who is a person of integrity should even have called for an independent inquiry into the election. Now, of course, you choose members. If you want it to be as objective as you want, you can even ask members of the international community, United Nations, Commonwealth, or so and so forth, to constitute that panel and inquire and verify, what actually happened. So that is what a man who has nothing to hide, that is what he should do. And of course, given the gravity, of this presidential election, another thing that, struck me was that INEC called altogether, I think, 2 witnesses. Now, of those 2 witnesses, nobody really of consequence came to testify. The highest was the man designated as Deputy Director of ICT staff. Now, Mahmoud, the chairman of the INEC, Okoye and INEC, their reputation, they have been under constant bombardment, every allegations, evidences of wrongdoing. I would have thought that the court proceedings will provide somebody like the chairman, and of course, given the significance of the presidential election, for him to come, seize that opportunity to discuss the elections, in a very comprehensive, and exhaustive. Rather, what you have, INEC has been very dodgy, in the way it has handled, the post-election period. As I said, look, the sum of their argument at the proceedings so far is why Nigerians should discountenance beavers and IRF, right? They're arguing that the electoral law gives them the latitude, to do whatever they want, the elections, to count the elections manually, running from what they themselves spent hundreds of billions of Nigeria's money, millions of dollars of international money, to contract. So this is the sum of it's like you sabotaging yourself. But if you are come out, and of course you remember how both the chairman and the director of public affairs, Mr. Okoye, went all over the place, swearing everyone that this will be the best election in Nigeria's history. Beavers is there, infallible, RF is there, and then on the day of the election, the peg, the very anchor of what they are saying should be the basis of the credibility of the elections that they are playing. They shunted it aside. They claim glitches. That glitch is what they are claiming. They are amazing web services, AWS. They have said that there was no glitch on their server on February 25th. And really, they don't know where I got the story of the glitch that he's talking about. Look, you see, there will be a day of reckoning for all those who have run Nigeria down, including INEC. If not today, then tomorrow. And if not by the judgment of man, then God will do it. There's something that has always agitated my mind. I know quite a number of public officials, especially governors, ex-governors, who acquired so much resources, running to billions, right? A few days after they left, not few days, some years after leaving office, I'm always dumbfounded to find that quite a number of them, have become near poverty stricken. So how do you explain that? So let everybody, if you are sitting still and thinking that nothing will happen to you today, there will be tomorrow. If the beneficiary of the wrongdoing you have committed, is a person in charge now, and then you are, because of that, are not likely to be made accountable. We have 8 years to go at the maximum. Something again, there is a future. So let nobody sit still and think that you have gotten away with what you have done.
All right, Akin, let me come in here.
So these are the things that,
All right, Akin, good morning. Let me come in here. This is OG. Your call for the sack of INEC chair. INEC has responded and said that the reasons that your party has adduced are not only illogical, but are also ridiculous, and that your party has no ground to call for the sack of the INEC chairman. I'd like for you to respond to this. But also, secondly, Peter Obi had debunked a report alleging that he was looking forward to running for office in 2027. And also another report about his reaction to prospective appointees into the federal government. I don't know if you're aware of these reports. While we understand that Peter Obi will be in contravention of the petitions filed at the tribunal if you were to make such comments, I'd like your thoughts on the appointments made so far by the president and some of his decisions. Yes. You wouldn't let me land.
Take it easy. You are piling
we have limited time,
Aki.
We have limited time. Just can you respond to INEC's
What is illogical of INEC to say that I am being illogical? What is illogical? I was asking you to account for what you have done.
Exactly.
I mean, look, and what I was saying, okay, resignation, that is the word all over the country, in the credible international community. If we have become so controversial, not by the estimation of Labour Party alone, but by the international community and Nigerians. If you have any shame left, you should resign your appointment. You have been there for years. What do you want to do now? And then you are there. What you should do to justify your remaining in office, you didn't do it, exactly. Which is to give full account of what you have done, right? There was an opportunity. They were even subpoenaed. The chairman was subpoenaed. It didn't turn up. So what do you make of that? You cannot hold the country to ransom. So you have to know that the person accusing me of illogical is the person who is illogical. You know that. What should we demand of him?
All right, that's a little glitch there, but we will rectify that shortly. We have to go on a quick break now, and when we return, Mr. Akin Oshutokun will be back with the interview.
Welcome back to the morning show. We apologize for that technical glitch. Still in the Abuja studios is Akin Oshutokun, Director General of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council. Akin, before we went on a break, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. Before we went on a break there, I was talking about your call for the INEC's chair's sack. And I said that INEC has responded to your call, and they said that the reasons adduced by your party are not only illogical, but also ridiculous. And you were responding to INEC. But I also posed another question because we are running out of time. I talked about Peter Obi, the tweet that he put out yesterday, talking about the fact that he is not going to run again for the 2027 elections. He debunked that claim. And he's also talking about the fact that he did not put out any report in terms of the political appointments that the current administration has done. I'd like for you to respond to both, please.
Yeah, what I think, what he said was that I think an extension was made. Of course, there are a lot of appointments, board appointments, that are before the president, and in the spirit of maybe national unity, they were saying that all parties or all state governments or governors, are entitled to nominate. So then took exception to that the Labour Party will not be party to that. Sorry, your other question was respect. Oji, can you please remind me of the other one?
Okay, well, I was talking about the statement that Peter Obi had put out yesterday, talking about the fact that he is not going to run for the 2027 election. He had debunked that report and another report about his reaction to appointees. We understand that, he may not be able to speak on those because obviously it will be in contravention of the, petitions that have been filed at the tribunal. I don't know if you're aware of those reports, like your thoughts on that, and also your thoughts on the appointments.
Of course, yes. I mean, it's the work of E-rats. You know what you call E-rats? You go and plant a statement attributing it to whoever they choose to victimize, and and the effect of that will be to demoralize you, your supporters. Well, since illogical is of currency now, let me also say that what they attributed to him is illogical. He has not finished with 2023, and you are saying that he's talking about 2027. So there's nothing. There are a number of things, not just this one. I mean, and to be fair, There are other significant personalities to whom, false statements are attributed to. So this is the same. This comes in the case of if he said he will contest again in 2027, the implication of that is that he is already, giving up on his petition before the court.
All right. Mr. Oshutokun, if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Mr. Oshutokun?
We apologize that we're unable to connect back with Akin Oshutokun, Director General of the Labour Party.
Okay, I should have just played his interview from.
Thank you. Good morning. 1 minute.
Let me play something else, actually. Everybody knows what's trending, so I don't have to emphasize it. This lady right here, she's going to help me to emphasize it for you people.
My people, today no be the day to speak grammar. Now waiting day ground I won't talk so make una listen well. You been dey hear say make we put eye for judiciary, make we dey look them well because our matter dey court. Labour Party and P2B matter dey court, and na judgment all of us dey wait to. But we know say e no go easy like that because we don't see the kind mago wey dey happen for court. We don't see the kind yama justice wey dey happen for court. We even sabi say court no be where common man dey get justice. Court no be where you and I fit get wetin we want, wetin right for our eyes and ears. We know say money dey pass hands steady for court. We know say dangerous men dey bribe judges. You and I don see am. Even European Union talk am say Supreme Court judges dey always do mago for court, and even this last one dem do for Ahmed Lawan na wayo wey pass wayo. How Supreme Court go talk say person wey run for president go become senator when e no even run for primaries? When this matter go high court, they no gree. Ahmed Lawan he carry am go appeal court, and they still no gree for am. But he reach Supreme Court, they can't gree for am. No be the same law school these judges go. I don't tell the judiciary say we know they beg them. We know they beg them for special treatment. We know one Saraka, wetin we want now 100% justice. Labour Party lawyers don't bring evidence as Obi take me this election. Oyibo people don't talk am. Everybody wey know wetin happen for this election know say na P2B winner, no be Tinubu, but the mago for this country too much. How person wey dey seize $460,000 in the early 90s because he dey sell cocaine for America go come be our president? How person wey no sabi im name, in place of birth, where he school, where he dey work, nothing patapata go come be our president for Nigeria? You sef wey sit down here, you fit get job if nobody sabi anything about you. How university for America go talk say na woman attend their school, but Tinubu come say na him attend school? Tinubu na man. How Tinubu take win this election? Where they write am? We don't ask, we don't call, but nobody fit tell us. We don't ask INEC to show us their evidence, and they no fit. Oyibo people wey observe this election don't talk the same thing, but INEC no gree. They no get shame. Now so lie them sabi. Our constitution say to be the president of Nigeria, you suppose win at least 25% of vote for 36 states and also 25% of vote for FCT Abuja, but no be wetin happen. Tinubu no winner. But how they take make am president, we no know. Anyway, that now some of the reasons we suppose shine our eyes for judiciary, because monkey business for Nigeria don't to do. As a proud obedient who I be, I no go sit down for water make soap enter my eye. I no go sit down here pretend say this Obi versus INEC, Tinubu and APC case go get the right judgment he deserve. And now why I say make I bring this matter reach every Nigerian. If your mama, papa, uncle, sister, brother, or God follow for judiciary, tell them make them do the right thing. Tell them say Nigerians know they beg them. Nigerians they vex, and that mago business where they won't do, you no go fly for this country. You no go fly this time around. Tell them say we dey look them like small pikin. We dey look them well. My people, my name na Oluchi, but then sabi me as General Oluchi for internet. I dey greet you.
God bless you, my sister. You talk am well. On a long thing, all of the day on a long thing. Make I just share the one when the trend lower by you. Let me just share it so that everybody will see it. But I'm sure you guys already know. He say una Baba Blue. He come out full chest. e say Tinubu to tribunal nullifying presidential election on account of 25% FCT votes could lead to chaos and anarchy. My people, chaos and anarchy never already no be our people dey live in for inside Nigeria. Una see say dis threat no hold water. Nigeria is already in chaos and anarchy, so I no understand. He's stating the obvious. Do you understand? The guy is stating the obvious. Me, I don't understand this. He's stating the obvious. Nigeria is already living in chaos and anarchy. So you're just coming to tell, well, hello, good morning to you. Are you just waking up? It is the chaos and anarchy that you and your fellow boo-boo create. Not being be this so. Look, your threat no hold water. Nigerians don't care anymore, Baba. Agba, if I were you, I will just suffer, calm down, comot. At least you have fulfilled your dream of being president for 2 seconds. Abi, you go just carry your karanga, carry your bicycle, go back to body law. Kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. That's it. That is it. How many? They say 8 million people voted for you. Let them come out now. Since people say you are the only mad ones in Nigeria, bring out your 8 million people. Let's see them. Or maybe you are talking about your Fulani people that you went to buy. Let's see how much damage. Because it's about time. Nigeria is due. Make everything kukuma crash so that we go build the rest up. Because you see this one, so that's it. When you did not you get am. So whatever you are saying is not affecting anyone, because every day people dey kpai for Nigeria. Every day as we speak, they don already kpai person now for north. As we dey talk now, person papa. In fact, recently, whether na DSS dey go raid one compound wey dey claim say na dem dey do powder. Dem enter there, dem kpai the man 2 children. DSS no even fit wait to sympathize or anything with the man. Dem run leave the man. The man had to pursue them with his car, took pictures of the vehicle and the people in the vehicle, was crying just having witnessed the kpaing of his 2 children, small children. So what are you talking about? People are ready to kpai. Forget all this your threat no hold water. People are waiting for you. In fact, you have just you have just even helped them to further enunciate. You people think you are threatening somebody. You are not threatening anybody. Nigerians are already kpai. There's already katakata on the ground, so there's nothing new, Baba. Hide yourself. If your people love you by now, they're supposed to tell you, say, Baba, please enter inside house. It's okay. You have achieved, you have fulfilled your dream of being Nigerian president for 2 seconds. You have, at least it will be in history. They will say, oh, at so time, this man was president. And when he was president, he divided all the money for all the people at the top, and kept all the population hungry. At least, at least. Abi? So, Baba, enter house. Your threat no hold water. We no send. Nigerians are tired. They ready right now. They wear clothes. They dey wait safe. So make you bring out your 300 million people wey you say you get. Na im dem dey wait for. No be all this one una dey talk. Abeg, make you enter house, Mr. Tony South. Make you enter house, according to my sister Rita. Abeg, let's listen to our dear this thing Oshutokun abi wetin we dey call LP president. Make we lis ten to
Of silence in memory of the late Chief Raymond Dokwesi, who has done one of the individuals who has done a lot, who has distinguished himself in his contributions to the development of the media in Nigeria. So please let's observe a minute silence in his memory. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Well then, DG, for you,
Presidential elections to its logical and just conclusion. It is fair to say that so many of our national problems have gotten worse because we as a people have not adequately risen to the challenge of effecting the right solutions when they recur to put them permanently in check. Given the extent of the fraud, impunity, conspiracy, deceit, financial waste, and democratic impediment orchestrated and effected in the 2023 elections, and the increased interest, awareness, and participation of our people in partnering practically to bring genuine change to our country at this time. It is imperative that we as a people do not again fall to the complacent hopelessness that has aided recurrence and deterioration, but that we pursue the required rectification and legal correction required to ensure that the will of the people, as expressed in 2023 elections, are firmly and rightly upheld. While it is often said that government or governance is a continuum, and the administrative formalities following the bizarre declarations by INEC have been put in place, the election today remains under legal contest and cannot be concluded until the legal processes have been rightly and judiciously exhausted. There is no doubt that these 2023 elections represent a significant and overwhelming watershed in our country's electoral, political, and development history. And at this time, the entire nation and international community also stand determined to ensure that electoral fraud and the manipulation of the true will of the people will not stand as the foundation for bad governance in the past have been concretized by the acceptance of such illegality and conspiracy. Having concluded the hearing stage at the Presidential Election Petition Court in Abuja, the attention of the people and the international community remains transfixed on the judiciary, and with it, the expectation that the glaring wrongs, as documented by all observer groups, local and international, will be corrected for the good of the nation. We commend in particular, without equivocation, the courage, sense of focus, and clarity of thought expressed by various election observer groups, local and international, that were duly accredited to monitor the elections. The Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room, the United States National Democratic Institute, and National Republican Institute, Joint International Election Observer Mission, the European Union Election Observer Team, Commonwealth Observer Group, the African Union, AU, ECOWAS, and all other regional and local observers all deserve commendation. Their doggedness in field engagement, despite the onslaught of violence, inducement, manipulation, and all manner of evil as witnessed in the elections, will serve not only as an unbiased record of the tragic events, but as motivation for its logical conclusion and inevitable resolution according to the will of the people. In critically and broadly examining the independent reports of the various observer missions, the consistency in their experiences and exposition cannot be overlooked, as each and every observer group underline the fact that the elections fell short of citizens' expectations, legal regulations, and moral and international standards. The Nigerian Civil Society Room, the umbrella group for the majority of national NGOs involved in monitoring the elections, described the elections in its comprehensive report, and I quote, as a mixed opportunity, a missed opportunity in Nigeria's democratic development.
Exactly. That's all I wanted us to hear. As a missed opportunity in Nigeria's democratic election. Hey, they play. Make dem dey play. E don dey reach their head. But you know what? I'm not carried away by all this threat that is coming out from this man. Oh. The truth is that the man, he might just be trying to pull a fast one. He might just be coming out to kind of distract the people and make the people feel like, yes, una know as e be na for Nigeria. You understand? To make the people feel like you see the judiciary is actually going to do the right thing. That's why he's coming out boldly and he's threatening directly. They're actually going to do the right thing. That's why. Don't be caught off guard, my dear. It's okay for us to laugh. Yes, let's laugh. This is actually an opportunity to be happy and dance and all. But at the same time, they say who they cry, they see. At the same time, keep your eyes peeled on the judiciary. The judiciary, if they like, make they do the right thing. If they not like, make they not do the right. They will be the first partaker of the mayhem that will come to Nigeria. It's just it's not a cause, it's just evident. It's right there in their faces. So as we are celebrating, let's not be carried away.
Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, the people's president, distinguished family man, presidential candidate of Labour Party, highly intelligent and lover of children. Please, a big round of applause at this stage for the keynote.
And of course the students. Well, let me start by recognizing Your Royal Majesty, the Emir of Duse, Ichigawa State, the chairman of Labour Party and my brother, Julius, our foreign dignitaries, my brother, Dr. Star, and all other dignitaries that are here. When I was invited by Ken, he did mention I was going to give the keynote speech. However, he didn't tell me that I was going to listen to the keynote speaker, Emanuela, because she's done the keynote speech. Mine is to add, just to add to what she said. It's been wonderful listening to these young ones speak today. It's been wonderful listening to what's happening to the graduating students, especially those who are now going from secondary that are going to go into university. As you listen, we are once like you, but you're better. Because listen to young Miss Emeju today, I don't think we had an opportunity of being this smart. She was really smart. And she captured Nigeria and the essence of the problems of Nigeria. I've asked my brother Ken to make sure I have that speech. For me, education is the most important thing any nation needs. In fact, it's been shown in various studies that what differentiates development and non-development is education. It's the foundation. Even when you go and people tell you about measure of development being hinged on Human Development Index, and I tell you it is health, education, and per capita income. I'll tell you, of all these three, health is about education. If you don't have an educated society, you can't have a healthy society. You can't pull people out of poverty. This morning, as I was coming here, I met people who told me they work for development experts. So they are involved, and I said, which one? And they told me, I said, so where do you work? And they showed me everybody. Well, they're working all over Nigeria in 13 states. And I said to them, what do you think is the problem with insecurity in Nigeria? When they tried to elucidate that to me, I said to them, it is simply hang on poverty. The more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality. And you can't do that unless you invest in education. The more people are educated, the more they're able to put themselves out of poverty. And that is critical. You can't have 20 million people. That's what United Nations say. UNESCO said. That we have 18 to 20 million people living in poverty, out of school children. That's what they said. So we have 20 million people that are out of school children, and we are thinking of development tomorrow. We now have to invest in education. And when they say 20 million people, people will not understand it. But I can tell you that if you follow 2022 world population of countries, we are talking about population of Norway, population of Ireland, population of Singapore, and population of Dubai put together. If you put these foremost big successful countries, 4 of them together, their population is 19.7 million, and we have 20 million out of school. So we have more than population of these 4 thriving, respectable, developed countries put together out of school. So imagine what it will be if we invest in that. So investment in education is critical.
Absolutely.
So for me, if I have opportunity, education will have the highest amount of in our budget. Because that is the way key. Our teachers will be celebrated. The most critical component of education are the teachers. They are the role models the children are looking at. They are the ones that mold their character. They are the ones that talk about discipline. They are the ones that talk about everything. But today, we're not celebrating them. Recently, we have a teacher, a teacher, Mr. Akim Bedero from St. Michael's School in Abeokuta in Ogun State, who won the Cambridge Dedicated Teacher Award, beating 99 other countries and 11,000 entries. I can tell you, Nigerians did not know that happened. And we are busy giving national award to those who have stolen the country dry. We're busy giving national award to those who should not be part of us. And we are not celebrating the teacher who won such award. This is time to celebrate those we are supposed to celebrate.
Exactly.
And that is what I want. I want to see a national honor given to this teacher, Akim Badro, from Ogun State. That is the celebration. We now have to change. We now have to listen to young Mr. Emejulu telling us our problem. It is time to do the right things. Teachers, I thank you. We remain grateful for what you're doing. Do not be discouraged because people don't regard you. Know that what you are doing is noble. It is important for the society. And you are a very important asset for the society.
Exactly.
I know at times you feel unappreciated, but don't worry. We will appreciate you. We will make sure that things happen. I was visiting schools as governor, people think. Because you mold the character. We can't have a society unless we have people with the right character.
Absolutely.
We can't have a society unless we have people with right behavior.
Absolutely.
We can't have the people unless we have people with the right discipline and everything. Look at what the young girls have said here. Yes, we have light today by Faraday. Because he had a basic education, which is very important. Yes, we're able to get other things that we enjoy today because people had basic education. And young Mr. Emejula, I will even tell you more. It is that basic education that made us drive car today. Engineer Bays was able to go through education. Was able to go through education and attended a polytechnic school. And today we have cars and we can drive around. So was other discoveries. Women today celebrate their Gucci design and everything because we have somebody who had basic education and went to work in a Savoy hotel in the UK, Garcia Gucci, and saw that people were not using the leather bags, were not strong enough, and went back to his native Italy to do that because he had basic education.
Exactly.
We are celebrating the world of telephone, world of mobile phone, the world of ICT today, because of so many other young people that were educated.
Exactly.
From Steve Jobs, somebody who was picked in a care home, but he had a basic education. Same Bill Gates, somebody who was supposed to be a school dropout, but for the education, for the disciplines, they learned in the basic education. So, young people that are graduating, I thank you and congratulate you. As you move on to the next stage, know that we want you to live in a different Nigeria. We want you to be part of Nigeria where people who have japa today will come back to.
Exactly. Oh.
Because we want them to come back. And they will come back when you build a new Nigeria. They will be part of that asset. So congrats as you go on. Please know that the only certificate, the only capital, the only thing you need is good education, which will mold a good character, remain a good person, remain a disciplined person, remain truthful, always do the right things. It is easy to say that if you do the wrong thing, you get here. It's easy to say that only bad people succeed in Nigeria. But please, do not be part of them. That is what we are trying to change. Remain with your classmates. Because I can tell you, in the next Nigeria, you will not be a leader unless you've attended a school, unless people know your classmates, unless you have good certificates. We want to change it. So people will say, I went to base center, and they will say, yes, he was in class with this person, this person, this person. And he will be celebrated. And you bring your certificate, nobody will doubt it.
Exactly.
Because you went to base center. We want you to go to universities.
Our principal,
The parents,
Sabi give woto.
thank you for sending your children to this school. Thank you for being there. It is not easy to educate children today. It is a difficult thing. Often at time, your choice between how to feed and how to pay even the little school fees is difficult, especially in a difficult place now where nobody knows who is poor and who is the rich. I was telling my people that we need to go and find how they roll for this 8,000, because we have names of people that will add there. Because even those that are paid like teachers, they need that 8,000 to accumulate, because everybody is not poor in Nigeria. But I assure you, parents, your investment is not in vain.
So,
Investment in education is the most valuable investment you can do. It might look as if you're doing the wrong thing, but your children will grow to be great people, especially if they go to good school.
so
Nigeria will be great. Nigeria will eventually become a country of destination, a country where people want to go and live. I assure you that the sacrifices of all of you will not be in vain. Let us sacrifice today. We have no other country except this one. And only us can build it by our sacrifice. Always remember, we cannot join them in our business. We cannot join them in destroying it. There might be personal benefits for that. But always remember that the society we abuse today will take its revenge on our children tomorrow. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
that's right. Oh, my principal.
We can do better than that. A big round of
Correct man. Hey,
applause.
see as the gown put herself. Eh? Abeg you don talk am finish. You don talk am finish na. He has said it all. Only us can build our great nation. That's right. Madam Esther, welcome o, welcome. Good to happy. Happy Sunday. My people, una don see am. I said there was no way I could see all that's happening and not do a live today. It's not possible. It is not possible with all the gbas I say no, 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 no. We gotta talk about this. We got una dey hear the threat, sha. Oh my god. Hey, Nigeria go better in our time. Oh, I'm excited. It's going to be party after party. As in, once they comot dis man comot for office, he enter house. Oh my god, the party no be fear for here o. Party after party, as in, you literally see people moving in droves out of the obodo, obodo, going back home. I'm telling you, people will start to move out in droves back home, because the work is not for one person. It's not only Peter Obi that will do the work. We will need hands on deck, on the ground, to go and help rebuild the society. Look at what's going on today. 70, when I dey hear the money, my ear go dey pain me. Today 70 billion, tomorrow 300 billion, another time 500 billion. Hey! And then on top of that one, there are, you see, the all over 200 million people dey suffer. They talk say they wan give how many million people 8k. What are the dynamics? Wetin be the criteria wey una use? Dem no fit talk. Out of the money wey dem say dem wan give the people, dem say 25 abi 35 billion go to, and then dem wan change car. Ah God, abeg, make everything scatter. Everything wey wan scatter, make e scatter. Honestly, we are ready. Agbado, come out with your 8 million people. We ready. Please come out. Let's see. They say you tough. Let's see how tough you are. Let's see how tough you are. Oh, since it is na only you dey craze, bring yourself out with your 8 million people. Bring yourself out with your 8 million. You see all those threats go work for people these days? E no go work. You cannot give what you don't have. Yes, right. That's the president we voted for. That's the man we voted for. Yeah? The judiciary will disqualify Bola Tinubu, aka Amoda, aka all the other names that follow, and there will be no anarchy, nothing will happen. We'll chop jollof rice, that's the only thing that will happen. Everybody dey pop champagne. Your threat to the judiciary and Nigerians, e just shows that you have no hope. At the end of the day, whether you're trying to do mind, you're trying to mess with our mind, though you're trying to use psychology, both ways it backfires both ways. You did not win, you yourself know, you even said it by yourself. I know it's not me you are expecting. You did not win, they stole it for you. They stole it because you paid them big money. So what money cannot do, more money will do. Not be so you talk am, those are your words. If he didn't dey, he didn't dey. In the words of Wike, you will be the first president in that our country that will be sent out. And by the time you come out, abeg, that Aso Rock, make dem demolish am, turn am to low cost housing for people. God forbid. Biko, make our president no fit stay for that Aso Rock, forget it. Make dem just demolish that building, because man, the purification that needs to take place in that place no be too. They go need to do all the babalawos go need to come and do purification. Muslims will come, Christians will come, everyone, because the kinds of negative, evil things that have transpired. Hi God, not even in that Aso Rock, the whole of Nigeria, not be today. We need to really tryly soak am for Omo and Izal with bleach to clean out everywhere. Left to me, Obitobi may not stay for that house, so that Aso Rock villa, abeg. Make dem, what they need to do, demolish it, turn it to low cost housing. I'm telling you, turn it to low cost housing, or turn it into a manufacturing company. Hey, I'm telling you, let's start all over again. Left to me, make dem forget that Aso Rock, no be am at all, no be am. People already living in anarchy and despair, fear every day. You are coming to say something that people don't already know. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you normal? Hey, according to macaroni, are you normal? Hey, yes, so he's doomed. I'm telling you, his downfall is now. It has come. There's no escape for him. There's no escape. He and all his people, they will all go down. They're going down, down, down. He certainly will reap what he has sown. There's no way out for him. All those threats, you people should not take his threat. I'm not saying to take it seriously. At the same time, keep your eye on the judiciary, because these people are full of BS. Might be trying to play a fast one on us. Abeg, let me play another one wey my sister get to talk for here ojare. These people, they think say na before, when they will threa ten Nigerians. Are we not already threa ten ed? We are not living the life in Nigeria now. Are we not already feeling the heat? We are already feeling the heat now. Na today, who you wan threa ten with wetin? It's already dey happen. Like how many people dey just kpai for north? We never check today own, go see the numbers. Abeg, make we hear word. Baba enter house.
And here's another thought. If Tinubu is threatening the judiciary, then that means he's threatening millions of Nigerians. And that does not sit well with a lot of people. You cannot threaten the judiciary when you have an active case in court. If you are not qualified to be the president, then there's nothing anyone can do about it. You have to step down. Step down or wait until the judgment day so that you can be kicked out, because you do not deserve to be there. You did not win the election. It is straightforward. You did not meet the constitutional requirement to be the president of Nigeria. Come on, do the right thing for once. How come you guys don't even have any shame? What's wrong with all of you? Don't you know how to read? Don't you know how to interpret the constitution? Don't you have lawyers that can tell you the truth? Why must you force yourself into power? Why must you what are you looking for there? You know you do not deserve to be there. You know you don't have plans for Nigerians. You know you don't have anything to do. You just want to go in there, loot, steal, destroy the country, and then die off. And then leave people to suffer. What is wrong with you people? Anyway, I don't blame you. It's the judiciary that I'm talking to right now. Like I said, better do the right thing, no. Don't play these funny games you guys are doing here. Don't We're watching and we're waiting for that judgment. All of us will be here for it. And we'll see how it ends. And
Yes, so well said. This girl just dey give dey do the wotorization on my behalf. You know say as my voice mellow today, I calm today because this lady is just doing the wotorization for me. No threat will shake anybody. We are not moved by all those empty threats. Chidinma, welcome, long time, happy Sunday. No threat will affect us. If you like, threat talk to the right, talk to the left. We are not affected. We already seeing it on ground. People are every day we dey count bodies for ground for Nigeria. Every day na we dey count every day. So wetin which anarchy again? We already Nigeria be like war zone already now. So I no understand. The guy all wake up in the morning, you see say omo the end has come. It is inevitable, oga. Your wickedness has been going on for God knows how long, since 1999. There's always a time. Time up, baba, time up. I don't know if I were your people, if to say any of them get common sense, they're supposed to dey talk to you at this time. They tell you say oya just come out, because right now people dey use the reason why everybody has been quiet is because everybody is waiting on the judiciary. That's why people have been quiet. Everybody is waiting for the judiciary. So if to say you be if they really, as they say, you are smart, you are a strategist, you suppose strategize your way out of that place, because you don't deserve to be there. You did not win the 25%. They rig, they forget to rig Abuja. Hey, God is wonderful. What God cannot do. Hey, God. They rig, they forget Abuja. Hey, God, oh. My people, it's not good to cheat, oh. Cheating is bad. They rig, they rig themselves out. They forget to rig Abuja join. 25%, they forget about 25%. Oh my God. When they come discover say important, then they try to shift the guy to 25%. People were literally watching them shift it from 18, I mean 19% to 22 to 23. Oh God, no, it has to end now. Come on, we gotta move on. If he didn't dey, he did not dey. Go enter your house, enter house. And if you don use our money build house for body loan, go your house for body loan. If you comot now, people no go even bother with you. Everybody go just move on, say abeg make we build our country. But if you say you wan use stronghead stay there, guess what? Whatever anarchy that you are proposing, it will come on you and your family. Just remember that. Na you and your family go be partaker of that anarchy and doom that you are prescribing. You are prescribing it to yourself and all your urchins, by the way. Na all of una na im go partake of am. So you are not threatening anybody. We've seen it all. Wetin you never do to us, wetin you never do to our people. Na now we want to dey panic over your matter. No, you are not affected. Your words are empty. You can't do jack. Your words are empty. What can you do over failure to score? Nobody likes you. You actually, if they count the number of people wey vote for you for Nigeria, na the ones wey you pay 2k and the ones wey you get billion, na im vote for you. If we count them together, 1, 2, 3, na like 10,000 people out of over 200 million people. So what are you talking about? Nobody likes you. God abeg, go. Instead of you to respect yourself and leave. By the way, I want to touch on this Benjamin Demis matter. Man, that boy matter, I no lie, e pain me o. E pain my heart. Abi Benjamin Mendy, no be dem dey call am. Oh my God. As an aside, I just want to touch on it. I watched that guy's interview. I don't really know the story of how it happened, what happened, right? After spending how many years in jail was he locked up for? Right? He lost his career. He lost 2 years of his career, I heard. I mean, allegedly, right? Actually, that's the truth. And all the women that lied on him, why are their names and their faces not out there? These things should not be celebrated. Somebody is found in wrong. Because I'm sure that when they first brought out, when this case first broke, they had his face, everything, all over the media. Eh? Look at the guy crying. Man, that thing moved me. It moved my spirit. I was like, my goodness. Human beings are wicked though. All the women where they lie for this man head now, where they dey? Where they dey? Honestly. They're supposed to they parade them for social media. They show all their faces. And they're supposed to arrest them, lock them up, because it's not fair. How can you destroy somebody's career and life like that? Eh? How can you just destroy somebody's life? What is going on with people? Let me show, in case nobody knows. Let me show you who this guy. Apparently, he used to play football, right? It was very painful. I saw that story. I said, no, I'm going to touch on it a little bit. It was so painful. Oh my God. Human beings are wicked, though. This is the guy, apparently. This is him when he was playing, right? And everybody is saying fear women, fear women. Is it every woman that does this? If somebody does something, call out the person that did it, not be saying fear women, fear women. Which person they not go fear? Even man self, they need to fear am in this time and age when we dey so. It's about humanity. All cases dismissed. So what are we doing now? Who is going to help his brother heal? Exactly. Who's going to be responsible for the damage on his name? Now he's going to have his career back. How is he going to have his career back? How many years of investment to become a professional football player? Now what? Eh? This one says, I've never touched on this subject because I didn't know all the details. I too don't, but the little I've seen. But I've spoken to him once through FaceTime while behind bars and faced him on the pitch a couple times. I didn't see any evil in the man. We can't accept this to happen to us as athletes. Who is going to stand up for us in a time of need? Not when the damage is already done. Don't turn your head, people. That's so true. It's so sad. Look at this man. Look at him. After spending how many years? And the journalists, they were running after him, trying to ask him questions. Here, let me play this. This is the one. I saw one of these. I saw this.
Football fans around the world just would like to hear a few words from you about how you feel.
Alhamdulillah.
Ben, where does this leave your football career? You ready? You look fit. You're ready to start playing again.
I'm not blaming.
How do you feel about what you've been put through and in the end been found not guilty of every single charge against you? 10 charges across 2 trials, 2.5-year process. How does that make you feel? Obviously you're emotional, but put it into words for us.
And you're going to start playing football, yeah? Going to start playing football again, bro?
What about the support of the people who've supported you? I know obviously Pep Guardiola spoke up for you. Just a few words for your fans, Ben. Do you feel that the process has been handled correctly? You spent time, of course, in jail when they first arrested you, and in the end, you're now an innocent man. Still 29. I think you're 29 on Monday, Ben. Still trying to play at the top of football.
It's so annoying. I'm glad he did not respond. What do you want him to say? What do you want him to say? No words. There's nothing for him to say. It's so devastating. If somebody lies on you for something you don't do, I don't know if anybody has ever had that experience. It is not funny. Oh, you literally feel like you're having an out of body experience. That's what it feels like. It's so painful, eh? It cuts so deep. So my question is, all these women that lied on this man, what are they going to do to them? What are they going to do to them? Look at the same media that tore him down. They are now asking him questions. Eh? What do you want him to say? You people should be running after the women that lied and be asking them, how do you feel now? Why did you lie? What made you lie? Why are they asking those women? Why are they not finding them out to ask them the question? I'm not on anybody. I stand for the truth. I'm not on anybody's side. This is wrong on all levels. Women need to stop doing this, and especially our football players. This is why I keep saying, know your history, know who you are. Now, when this Hakimi's case happened, people were saying he's a mama's boy. Well, what do you want him to do? Imagine if this kind of thing had happened to the boy. If to say na my pikin, I go protect am the same way Hakeem im mama do, now I go do. Maybe I for even do worse than that one sef. Who know? Because some of these women, they're not, most of them, they be demons. Some of these women are demons just walking around. It's not just women too, but men also do evil things. But in this case, we're focusing on this man now. Wetin all the women wey dey come lie for this man head now, where they dey? That's the question. Why are they not rushing to go and ask those? At least they saw those women. Those women came to give an interview and said, oh yeah, this man did this to me. Where the women now when they accuse this man? Where are they? Why are they not going to ask those women, oh, come and tell us, how do you feel now after lying? How do you feel? And why are they not trying to arrest those women that lied? They should also suffer the consequences of false narratives like this. This is somebody's life that they just try to destroy, for crying out loud. Young man, 29. It reminds me of the story of one of, I think it was a football player here, or a basketball player. I can't remember his name now. A long time ago, somebody lied on him in high school. He was in high school, and the girl, they were making out. Now consensual, oh, high school, oh. The girl now went home. The mom now told the girl, because he's a black boy, told the girl that she should lie, that the boy forced himself on her. For that statement, they sent this boy to jail for God knows how long. I think if he came out shortly, either on bail or something, I can't remember how it all worked out. The story is very hazy right now in my head. He now came out, and then the girl started coming around him again, right? The girl was now like apologetic and everything, and the girl now said that it was, so the guy played along because he was trying to get her to confess on tape. Then he now got to a point where the girl said yes, it was the mother that got him, told her to do that, that she's sorry, whatnot. So he had her on tape, and that was how he was able to be set free. That guy cried. No, this is unacceptable, my people. We cannot continue to be celebrating things like this. I beg. Wetin no good, no good. No person, mama, when born pikin go allow im pikin dey go through this kind of suffering, go keep quiet. This is painful. The thing pain me like say na my brother. E pain me. It's evil. All the women wey dey do this thing, they need to lock them up too. They need to embarrass them, print their names, make the whole world know them, so that men go know. And again, if you're a professional football player, whatever, because all this, I said it one time, most of our African football players, all those athletes that we have, they need to surround themselves with the right team. Most of the women that come around them are all out to destroy them, to take everything they own. Most of these women, when they always flaunt around them, they are always these palm colored people when no send them. In fact, those palm colored people that they send them to these athletes to destroy them. Most of the time, I'm yet to see one that came out and had a good story too. They always target them. So I'm on Team Hakimi's mother all day, every day. Because these people, they are leeches around them. They're leeches. Get the right people around you. If you need to get your family involved, look at what Burna Boy is doing. Burna Boy's mother, everybody's laughing at him. He's a mommy's man. Because if the woman leave in pikin alone, you see the kind of kasala when they see the kind of thing they don't do to that boy. You have to have people who can protect you, who will prevent these things from happening. And you have to learn self-control. This is one thing that they need to teach people, for crying out loud. The bigger your star, the bigger your self-control. You can't get carried away. You cannot get carried away. You're a young, upcoming person, young man. Be careful. Put the right people around you. If you have a mother, the mama supposed be the one where when they secure your boundary, say nothing. Before you come through, you'll sign NDA, they'll naked you for outside, they'll check everything checkable. I'm telling you, if you must do, they go hand you now, they go give you condom. Honestly, let's just say it all the way. Now they will give you the condom. I'm telling you, because man, the things that are happening is crazy. These people lose everything. Oh, they don't spare them. Even before they investigate the case and come out with the judgment, they've already crucified them. This is not funny. It is not funny. Eh? Exactly, Chidima, you have to protect yourself at all times. We don't mean necessary. These women are not smiling, especially when they see black athletes like that. Oh my God, their eye go they shine like our own touchlight. They go they shine. They don't see. Name one athlete. Look at Tiger Wood. Now palm colored woman. I bring that man down. You know look, you know blink. You know think twice. When they say find your own marriage, not be say yes you can find. I understand, okay, yeah, love, but really and truly, if you look am, some of these people no dey marry because they love you. Na infatuation. It's something they've never tried before, so they're like, black, oh yeah. I'm telling you, it's like an in thing for them. You gotta be careful. They don't really you need people who care for you as an athlete if you're doing well, for crying out loud. If you don't have the right people, hire. You have the money, hire the people that will protect you. DNA, let them be right NDAs without fail. Even if they come say hi, sign NDA, sign am. Make you no go talk say na no be only LOU na another thing. Look at what happened with Davido. The same thing. When you don't have the right people around you, it's a problem. And I'm not on Davido's side on that one. No, I'm not on his side at all. I find him 100% guilty on that one. Because you're the one who lost a child. You're the one who's supposed to be in mourning. You go on a show, you leave your wife alone. You go on a show. Where do you have the time to be checking another woman and not be just say, okay, oh, now one woman, maybe you go dey check woman when you know say everything about am, everybody don already see am finish. You even dey use the body take dey make money. Na that kind one na you come carry. Where your people dey when that one dey happen? Where are the NDAs? Where are the NDAs? You can't just throw yourself away when you know you have so much to lose. Come on now. We have so much to lose. Look at how that girl came out and just started talking. My goodness. I couldn't even some of the things I couldn't, it was so embarrassing. I'm like, geez, the kind of information the girl was dropping. Clearly, she had some level of relationship that was ongoing with Davido, and Davido gave her information about himself and his wife. Come on. Abeg, you gotta do better. And African men don't understand the kind of people they are. That's a problem. When you don't understand who you are, when you don't understand the power within you, you just throw it away. You don't know. Eh? Follow your kind. I remember one woman like that, her son a basketball player. I don't know his name now, a popular basketball player, but I think he don't retire. Now so the mama they follow this man bumper to bumper. I remember that time when they King Kardashian or whatever, they try to come near the boy. If you see the way the mama take they bounce all the girls come up for the boy. Now the mama they cook the boy food. Then they laugh at that time. Now the mama they cook the boy food. He protect that in pikin. I think later on the guy was even saying that I know that the mother saved him from a lot of things. So you have to, you cannot just you can't just carry yourself like that, your dingling just dey swing everywhere. Come on. Look at this young man now, he not do anything, his career go down 2 years, nothing dey happen. That means all the money wey don make, everything zero patapata. Everybody go distance themselves from am. Man, I can't even begin to the loneliness he would have gone through with his thoughts. Young man, some people go just decide say they want end all because of the lie. This is the impact. Some of them, we even lucky say the man still come out okay, everything be alright. Some people go just end them all because those kind of lies, they rip your soul. Hey, people wicked oh. Huh. Please, oh, brothers, be careful out there. Oh. If you want to marry multiple women, go and discuss with your wife first. Because I know say na dey trend for most men, for most African men. They won't marry. Go and talk to your wife if she's agreeable. Because now that's not what they do for Nigeria. Anything una like now, na they do. If your woman agree to, now na sabi. But if you come marry woman wey e no gree for you, no try am, because wetin you go see for inside, your mouth no go let you take talk. See you now, you no know where e dey, whether na front e dey, whether na back e dey, na you no know. You by yourself use im hand destroy im. Hey God, that one was just too much to watch, and he wasn't even making it easier. He just, the name wey we know, that Chinua Achebe movie when I watch with him papa, e come leave bitter taste for my mouth. What kind of human being is that? Please oh, I pray that this guy gets everything he's lost. I pray he gets double, double, double of all of it. I want those women that were involved that lied on him, I want them to be held accountable as well. They need to lock them up, and they need to pay this guy for damages. Let this guy take them off for everything they have and strip all of them too. That is what I want, because it's so unfair. Eh? So unfair. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Pius, remember that Nigerian, I know that one story, when I end up in jail for US for 20 years. Ah, no, 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 no. People need to be careful, oh. God, I beg. That's the problem. That's the problem. In my last life, we alluded a little bit to it. Instead of you to pursue the essence of a woman, you are busy pursuing the one that would be mean spirited to you. I don't know what the allure is. I don't understand it. The one that will shook hand inside your eye and remove it from the back, that's the one that they want. That tells a lot about the man though. If the man is consistently attracting those types of women, that speaks volumes about the type of man he is. That's what it is. The man has probably lost his soul somewhere. If he's attracted to people like that, he speaks of lack of self-control. He speaks to the fact that he's lost, he's ruled by his lusts. That's what it means. And any woman, any real woman shouldn't find such a man attractive, because the way a man spends his money will determine how he treats a woman. The way a man spends his money and the way he treats other people around him will determine how he treats the woman in his life. That's a fact. That's a fact. Men that are very, very flashy with money always want to put out money, and all of that just for show. Look, watch them very well. They're very, very loose with women. They have no scruples. Those kind of men, why? On top of how much you can make your money, it might take you a while, but you can get there. It's not always all about money, you know. Exactly. The ladies, Chidima, you're right. Ladies should face the consequences of their action so that they too will learn not to lie against people. Honestly, they should find those women and charge them too. Yeah? I no blame Burna Boy mama oh. Na the same thing I go do oh. I no go lie. I go, whatever it is I'm doing, that my pikin go turn to my future career. I'm telling you. Hey, abeg who get pikin wey dem dey throway? I go follow am bumper to bumper. It's a fact. I no blame. I love that for Burna Boy and his mother. I do. Those ladies should face the consequences so that others. Yep, that's right. Yep, I'm Team Hakimi too, my sister. I am fully, full chest. I don't care what anybody says. No one will want their son to go through that. No one. No one will want their son, your 17-year-old son is dating a woman that is what, how old? Much so old, much older than him. E no even fit happen. I'm sorry. If you must, the same thing wey Akim and Mama do so, now for do. Oh, Koko Bioko, no way, man. um um Assembly Ajori Akwa. Else you come work all the work finish, come throway am because of one loose woman wey don target say yes, I wan come do retirement plan for here, just get baby 18, just marry am. 2 years later, calculate on top of your head. 2 years later, 5 years, I will divorce am. When I divorce am, half go belong to me. Laye, e ain't happening. um The greatest boxer of during Tyson era, like Igwe. Yeah, yeah. I think there was another boxer too. Mikel Obi is happy sha. Who is Mikel Obi? I don't know whether na one of the people wey I talk about. I no dey know their names. Yeah, Nigeria no go fail. Nigeria na country. Una forget that one for now. He thinks it's America. Why did he not come out now and be bantering words with the woman? Ah, God abeg, God forbid. What a shame. Anyway, I'm not disappointed. Men that are very loose with money, man, forget. If you want to know the true how a man, what kind of man you're dealing with, watch how he spends his money. That will tell you all you need to know. You don't need to dey waste time dey date am, dey try to figure out. Just watch as e take dey spend the money and as e take dey treat other people around am and im family. Na that time you go know. They still pay the salary. Okay, thank God. um Adamu, APC chairman, quiet. Why e no go quiet? Dem no get wetin dem fit talk now. Make dem come out. We dey wait for dem. Oh, we are waiting for dem. Yeah, exactly. Soul ties everywhere leads to spiritual. Exactly. You say you wan go find, you want to go be with a fast woman, you want to go be with all these ones wey dem wicked, wey their spirit wicked, wey they are out to destroy you. You go say na that one na you dey attracted to. Na yourself you do, you no do anybody, na yourself. Everywhere dem dey come dey fight unseen enemies. Dem dey fight, dem dey come dey, I mean, come on, all these things people need to dey learn abeg. I'm telling you, gravitas, that is my desire. I'm like rooting. I'm like, when are they going to get these women and nail their behind? Print their names. Let everybody know who they are. Oh, there's no need for protecting. You didn't protect this guy. His face was all out there. His name was all out there. His career was brought to the ground. Print those women's names and sue those women for everything they have. Let them become homeless. God abeg o. It's very painful o. I no lie, the thing pain me. Madam Miss B, good afternoon ma, welcome. It's crazy. You know. Pius say, my sister, that's not ordinary. What's not ordinary, Pius? What's not ordinary? If man wan follow woman wey e know say e sharp, when e loose, when e no dey fit put himself for one place, when e wicked, you say na that one you dey attracted to, say it's not ordinary. What's not ordinary? No be you go find wetin no dey ordinary. Ordinary, if to say you sit down for your own dey maintain, sit down for where dem put you, nothing go affect you. But you go use your hand find the thing finish, you go say e no ordinary. Na you go chop na. Dem give you food, you chop am. It's not an excuse o. Abeg, all this is not ordinary, is not ordinary. Dem put gun for the man head, say oya, go and do it. Lack of self-control. And again, I'm sorry to say this, but most Nigerian men in Nigeria, even here, you actually see the behaviors here as well with Nigerian men, right? You have a wife at home, but yet you want to go outside and create problems. And the problem I have with some of these Nigerian marriages is that the women don't hold their husbands accountable. It's almost like they're afraid to talk to their husbands. Were you not the one that married him? Why are you so afraid to talk to your husband? If your husband is doing something wrong, are you not supposed to be the first person to call him to order? If you call him to order and you see that he's not taking it well, you know the steps to take. Why would you allow your man just, go and then you come and bring problem, carry problem from outside and bring it home to you? It doesn't make any sense. So me, I don't understand it. That's what I don't get about Nigerian marriages. The women have no voice. They have no voice at all. It's mind boggling. They have no voice. You see women that, are solution minded people, have the solution to solve some of the problems. Their husband will silence them and say, no, how dare you, you want to shine past me. It's a problem. Ha, abeg o. There's a difference between generosity and just sploshing your money up and down the place. There's a huge difference. Peter Obi is generous with his time, generous with his ideas, generous with his empathy. It's not just in money. It's not when we're talking about the way a man spends his money. There are men who spend their money on frivolities. They will go, maybe they will go to a bar, they go buy drink of 500,000 because na dem dey, they want buy drinks for all their friends. All those things are frivolous things when you have a family to take care of. There's nothing wrong with being generous. Man or woman, generous, but use your brain. Generous to go buy drink for your friend, for make you show so yeah, I get the money. You just dey splash the money up and down the place. Typical example, look at your politicians. Look at the way they take your money. It's the way they spend it. They'll buy house here, buy house there. Look at their lives. Some of them don't even have wives. The wives they have, they've even driven them out. Because the women, maybe they not fit cope with the lifestyles when they can't get. Ha! Abeg o. Everything na brain o. Na nyash dey blind them. From now titi lai nyash no go cease to exist. Won't you learn how to control yourself with the nyash? How many nyash you wan do? Can you do the whole world? No wonder women dey go kpai themselves under BBL. The natural body wey God give you, if God give you small top, e give you small bottom. So you dey manage your thing jejely. Make you for live long, get peace of mind. No, you want to do it for somebody else's satisfaction. Who the hell is this person? He get six pack. He get whether na wetin dey call am na washboard chest dem dey call am na, or I don forget to say it's a six pack or whatever. He get am. You see some of these men, they not get half of them. They'll come, they send the women, their girlfriends, to go do back and behind and front for them. Ha! What I beg you. Hey, Lily, welcome. Happy Sunday, my sister. Yes, so judiciary has to do the right thing. They have to do the right thing. Lack of self is a lethal weapon affecting a lot of Nigerian women. Exactly. No control, no self. And when I was growing up, women used to talk. I at least have observed and I saw in my own growing up time where women used to caution their husbands. I've seen it. I heard it as a child, where you be hearing somebody say, Papa, this thing, Papa, no, Papa, this is not do like this. So make I use name, just random name. Papa Cynthia, no, Papa Cynthia, you know if you go do that kind of thing now. How you go come out go do that kind of thing? Which shame, which face you want make I take come out of this house to go do that kind of thing? They used to, at least I used to hear a little bit of it. I did hear them. So now when I see you say a lot of women, they go marry, they don't even talk to their husband. Then the politicians what we get from Nigeria, most of them get wives. You know, they ask yourself, say, where the women be? They say the men don't get sense. Women have intuition. Why can't you call your husband and say, Lila, we are not doing this? Why are the women so quiet in their marriages? That's a problem in and of itself. The children sef no dey both challenge their parents, they no dey both talk to their parents. They go just the same way they go grow up, they go repeat the same circles wey their parents repeat. My own understanding is say when you marry, when two people marry, you're supposed to check each other. You're supposed to check each other. Your weakness go be that person's strength. That person weakness go be your own strength. Na so me understand am. You understand? So when you see say some men go just dey do anything wey they like. For instance now, okay, they assign billion to themselves. The women no fit talk say, no, there's so many starving children here, we can't do this. So my husband, please don't follow them to take the money. You know, you can remove yourself. This one that we have is okay. How many women dey do that one? That's to show you how terrible, how morally bankrupt our society is in Nigeria. The women cannot talk to their husband. They dare not. They can't. They are silent. How many great women do you know in Nigeria? How many? Apart from Obi, apart from Okonjo-Iweala, right? How many other women? I don't know many. I'm sorry. I don't. There's one, I know a senator. The first female senator was an Isha woman, a Edo woman. She passed away recently. She was a great woman. Imagine, at that time, to tell you that women had some leverage at that time. Imagine, think about it. That woman was a senator. Hmm? How many women do you know? I don't know any. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to make us feel bad, but it's the truth. How many women do you know? I know there's some women that are not popular that are doing well, like teachers. Some of them are mothers. Housewives and all of that. I know they're doing a great job in their own way, in their own capacity that we don't hear about, right? Because our society is not such that they celebrate those kind of things. But I'm talking about people who are really making life change. The woman who passed away, what's her name? She was in charge of drug law enforcement. No, is it drugs? She used to prevent people from selling fake drugs. I forget her name. Oh, she passed away. That woman made such an impact. That is the power of a woman for you right there. She made such an impact. Eh? We need to, I don't know, Nigeria, we need to start thinking. Eh? You need to start thinking. What do you mean by nag, Mr. Pius? I don't understand. If you marry correctly, the problem is most Nigerian people don't marry correctly. That's the problem. They don't. People marry in Nigeria for, oh, I'm lonely. Oh, it's time for me to marry. Let me just marry. Nah, 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 nah. Oh, biological clock is ticking, ticking. Let me rush anyone. Let me just marry. So you find they get married and they are now they're just they're just they end up just tolerating each other. That's not marriage. So when they're tolerating each other, it becomes a nag because your mind not there again. So the question is, what did they do before they got married? Did they do the right thing? Did they marry for the right reasons? That's the question right there. Because I tell you for free, a man and a woman that really like each other's company, right? The love may not be catching fire like before, but that likeness they there, because they get good communication. If you see them, the woman see they make shakara too, but the man they say, I bet not be this my wife, not mine now. He will always find a way around knowing how to approach her. And the same way she can also do with him. I remember, let me take your mind. There's a long time ago, right? When we were married, I remember this particular family friend that we have, right? The man, maybe they have an argument or something is happening, right? The woman, she was saying, it's I don't talk to him. She used to tell my mom, and say, I won't talk to him now. When she said when they now enter inside the bedroom, she will sit down and give after feeding, if you now talk to him, now tell him what she thinks and tell him and let him know and lay it down for him. The man will now say, oh, my wife, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know that that thing that I did was not wrong. As at that time, when they thought say women don't have, some women had voices. Me, I saw some of them growing up. So this issue of women now is a very, very easy tag to tag on women. Men nag too, Pius. Men, they nag. And when they nag, na their own dey plenty pass woman own. Eh? I'm not here to bash. It's not gender war. It's just what is obvious. We all know this. There's no need for us to pretend. We have to think about ways to make ourselves better and treat each other better. Eh? Why will a man, that even is disturbing in and of itself. Why should a man go out and hang out with an olosho because there's no peace in the house? Wetin make peace no dey the house? That's the question. Wetin make the man is supposed to be, according to your Bible, the security in the house. It's supposed to be that one, right? Wetin go make peace no dey the house, when e go make calm? That means this is how much value he places on his wife. This alone is in error. This is how much value he has in his wife. To think that, oh, because maybe he has an argument with his wife, he has to go outside and meet her. That's a weak man's way of thinking and a very low way of thinking. So it's like saying that, okay, the woman comes home because there's no peace. The woman now goes outside too. Is that what you're trying to say? Either way, it is not right. If there's no peace, why is there no peace in the house? Why? What's the reason? Because it is the man that made the choice, right? It's the man that proposed to the woman. So wetin make peace not dey the house? Now, I'm not saying that there are no terrible people out there. Don't get me wrong. We are generalizing now. Why is there no peace? That's the question. And because there's no peace, why should the excuse be go and be with an olosho? There's something fundamentally wrong with that. Kene, you say what? You say what? Adamu you don submit resignation. Oh, Kobioko, make I find the news. Oh, okay, that's what Mr. Tony was trying to tell me. Wait, Adamu submit. Osalo things are happening. Oh, things are happening. Oh, see am. That man, this man wey dey bounce when he go for this wetin dey call am? Hey! Hey! Who say God no dey? Who say God no dey exist? See kasala. Where the news dey? Where I wan take see as e dey break? Oh, I dey find the news. He's out. Hey! What shall I render? My goodness. Are you kidding me? Where I want to see this news now, make I go Twitter. Why? Wow. I don't see am. PM News. It's trending all over Twitter. I make we follow share the thing. See you have one comot o. Una don bring gist. Between Tony and Kene. Na true o. They say Adamu National APC quits. Let's see. Wow. Make we read am. Senator Abdullahi Adamu, the national. Oh man. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me share it. Oh my God. Okay. Let me see if I can find this somewhere. That article is not properly. Okay. Let me just read from here. National Chairman Northwest Saliu Lukman said that the APC chairman refused to extend financial support to Agbado and all candidates of the party in the lead up to the election. We expected to we are expected to present a proposed national budget to the National Executive Council for a committee for approval by the provisions of Article 13 of the APC Constitution. I felt embarrassed when I heard the National Secretary say the budget of the party has been sent to the Independent National Electoral Commission. INEC is not the approving authority of the budget of the APC. Wow. The approving authority is the NEC. Till today, we don't have a national budget. Yet we made over 30 billion from sales of forms. Can you imagine? 30 billion from presidential form. Till today, as a member of the NWC and majority members of the NWC, maybe with the exception of the financial secretary, treasurer, and or the auditor, who may have inside information on how much was expended on the renovation of the national secretariat of the party, we have no knowledge of what is being expended. Talking of national budget, we're just coming out of elections whereby we were not able to sustain past presidents. What was the past precedent? Under Comrade Adams Oshomole in 2019, every candidate of the party received something from the national secretariat. Can you imagine? In this last election, no candidate of the party received a dime from the party. Talking of finances, can you imagine? In our constitution of NEC, in our constitution, the NEC is supposed to approve some form of sharing formula. I'm aware that each state chapter has received about 20 million out of the 30 billion put together. That is about 700 million less than a billion, which is less than 3% of the total income that has been earned. Yet we want to sweep this under the carpet. We are having state, zonal, local councils, and ward levels who are left on their own. The whole question of funding of the party has not been addressed. Tinubu didn't get a dime from the party and making this public. Let them challenge me and contradict me. Lookman also explained how Adamu refused to obey the party's decision on the choice of leadership of the National Assembly. What did we see? Our national chairman, even after the party took a decision, was now mobilizing resentment against the decision of the party. He never campaigned for the party's or adopted candidates. He was busy saying the party advised that more consultation should be made. Look at the disaster when the governors of the party met with him. Even yesterday, he confirmed on Arise News that leadership of the party met with him. Now, assuming even if it is true they did not consult you as a leader, what stopped him from calling Senator Fabio and Honorable Abbas to raise some of these issues and even query them if he was not satisfied with the explanations? He could go and meet Asiwaju. He describing Olishore as a phenomenal failure. Lukman challenged the national secretary to be humble in accepting defeat of the party in his Osun state. Osun was a disaster, and that is where the national secretary comes from. I saw him yesterday shamelessly talking about the winning team. If we're a winning team, why prevent us from duplicating defeat in your base? We did not lose the governorship seat, but we also lost all the Senate seats, House of Representatives seats, and House of Assembly seats. Osun is the only state we have that case. It is only the national secretary that is in denial of the reality. The first mark of a progressive is to have the humility to accept shortcomings. I saw a national secretary talking brazenly as if he was a champion. Hey, wow. That's true. That's true. I said it now. I say women dey. It's just that we never shine light on them like we supposed to. I not say great women dey on that level, and a lot of them too. Uh the women are quiet because Nigeria is a patriarchy, yeah, which is practiced in 21st century. It wasn't always like that though. Now all this religion, I bring this patriarchy. It was not always like that. Dora, yeah, God rest her soul. A number of NGOs saving lives in Nigeria are women run. Okay. 75% of Nigerian men these days are not wife material. The men too, they are not husband material. Or shamefully, is the same amount percentage just as the women. Many Nigerian marriages are not marriages; they are bondage. Yep, that's true, Esther. That's it right there. You just said it all. That one liner is the fact. They're bondages. Nobody can talk. I know Tony has been saying it, but he wasn't very clear. You know, he kept saying quick, quick, quiet, quiet. I'm like, what is it? I didn't understand. Tony, sorry, oh, I didn't understand. Eh? Hey, it's falling apart, oh, victory. It's falling apart. It's on fire, my sister. Kasala don burst. Then they run kaba kaba. Nowhere to hide. They think say they get power. Hey! Hey, this news, breaking news, sweet me, oh, it sweet my belly. Thank you very much, guys, for bringing it here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I couldn't open this whatever, this news, this is it, let me see, sholakuti.com. Let me see them. I smell something. National chairman as culture party chieftains against nursing homes have been appointed as ministers of. This one na yesterday. Ew, Oswan, Wole. Wow. Things are happening. More to come. More to come. More to come. Hey, God. Look at what is happening every year. Look at everything that is going on, my people. Peter Obi is coming. Nothing can stop this movie train. If there's anybody like a Peter Obi in your life, abeg, respect o, grace pass grace o, level pass level. Fire on the mountain o, Kene my brother, fire on the mountain, run, 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 run. If there's a Peter Obi lurking in the area, just give dem chance. No be everybody dem dey fight with. Dat smile wey Peter Obi dey smile, I dey fear pipu wey dey smile like dat, I no lie. Pipu wey dey smile like dat, pipu dey quick underestimate dem. Look at what is happening, and the man no lift one finger o, e just dey do im thing dey go. He's failing dem really speedily, e dey fail like stack of cards, the thing just dey crash. Hey, if he didn't dey, he didn't dey. Let me refresh. Hey, ẹ gbà mí. They are playing this so much. You must get 25%. You guys remember this lady now? When God dey ask our principal nonsense questions. Oh, see this man. Why is Nebuchadnezzar threatening the judiciary and the peace of the country? Why is the shameless election rigger afraid of eviction? I thought he said we should go to court. My brother, me sef think am too o. Now we are seeing it play out in public view. Oh, really? A director is a threat to Nigerians. He did on page 30 of his final written address filed by his lawyers. Oh, really? Let me see. Oh, I can't see. May we draw the attention of the court to the fact that there is no punctuation in the entire section of the Constitution, particularly immediately after the state and its succeeding and connecting the Federal Capital Territory with the state. In essence, the reading of the subsection has to be conjunctive and not disjunctive, as the Constitution clearly makes it so. First, further by this constitutional imperative, the FCT is taken as if it is the 37th state under and by virtue of Section 299 of the Constitution. With much respect, any other interpretation different from this will lead to una dey hear? With much respect, so this is on page 30 of their final. Wow. The man made the threat in their response to the tribunal. He said, with much respect, any other interpretation different from this will lead to absurdity, chaos, and anarchy, an alteration of the very intention of the legislature. Our courts have always adopted the purposeful approach to the interpretation of our Constitution as exemplified in a host of decisions. Wow. The man used the exact same words, oh, my people. Una dey see am? Wow, this man already threatened though on that document on page 30 of the response to the tribunal. Wow. Na im use na. Hell, they are exposed. Hey, abi say you find them on the land, in the sea we will be there, on the land we will be there, in the air we will be there. Hey, Kede, na you go be pilot for the air. Who go be sailor for the sea? Oh my goodness, this is so funny. Hey, kasala don burst. Eh? Tinubu dey test our patience sha. If the action film start, you and your anarchy go run kitikiti. I'm telling you, your only luck is that President Peter Obi and the most decorated leader in Africa has asked Nigerians to calm down. You, INEC, and the judiciary are combined. Una no reach. Tinubu will be sacked by the tribunal. The level of celebration the nation will witness will be more than how Nigerians celebrated the death of Abacha. Facts. Celebration for his sack would significantly surpass the celebration for his victory. Then you will see Tinubu was the last. Oh, hey God. Man, dis story dey sweet me oh my pipu. Make I see. I wan enter some pipu page make I see whether anything dey happen. Dis thing e go don dey trend like fire now oh. I am ready for dis chaos. Make we kuku do dis thing once and for all. Don't take my meekness from me. See Nigerians oh, they are even responding to to Tinubu directly. When is the chaos date? Oh my God, my people. Hey, this story dey sweet my belle. Hey God. See am. I'm looking oh, I'm still finding, I'm looking for where is it trending now? Make dis thing trend. Ogbole one. Na you and your family go first the anarchy go first consume. Una think say people dey play. My people, I think we hey God, my belle dey sweet me oh, today na today. Empty threats, Esther, completely empty. Eh? Kede say I was practicing for this all my life. I was flying kites made with mango leaf. As a kid. So you think say by flying mango leaf na go make you pilot? Well, who knows? Maybe you have a pilot certificate now. Let me not laugh before you now come and show me now. Na you go come laugh me last. So let me just quiet because you never really know. There are people who do a lot of amazing things, but they don't come out and say it. You don't know. So let me just respect myself. I believe you, Kenny. I believe you. You'll be the pilot in the air. All fly na fly. I'm telling you, all fly na fly, my brother. Eh? I'm so excited by this news. Hi. Now tomorrow, now we go really know what's up. Now we will really know. Eh? Let me see. Um, let me see if this guy talked about it. This one was just 1 hour. Oh yeah, this man actually. Let me see. Okay, let me play this. This one na the last video. That's it. We'll be done for the day. That's this story went bleak, so I'm excitedly looking forward to tomorrow. To be honest with you guys.
Brother Dr. Haruna Goro, it's been a while. I trust you're all doing well. Nigeria, Nigeria, our beloved nation. We have no other nation to call home but Nigeria. We must believe the best concerning Nigeria. You and I can create the Nigeria of our dream, in spite of the wickedness that is being unleashed on this nation by this evil politician. Every evil has a day that it will come to an end. As long as we don't give up and we keep our hopes alive, faith alive, one day it will be a day of celebration for all Nigerians from north to south, east to west. I still look forward to seeing the birth of a new Nigeria. Do you also believe it is possible? Yes, with God, all things are possible. We are all waiting in anticipation for the case that is going on at the election tribunal. We are all praying that the judiciary will do the right thing. A lot has happened and is still happening since Tinubu came in. We warned Nigerians about Tinubu. We said he will be worse than Buhari. I know you're already seeing the signs. The signs are everywhere. See what is going on in the Senate. See what is going on in the House of Rep. They're just like a rubber stamp legislature. They're all going ahead within a short time to approve whatever Tinubu is asking for. And who is going to benefit? They know they're going to benefit. It's not you, the suffering masses. It's not you, the suffering Nigerians. Just see what is happening already. It's not even 2 months, but see what Tinubu is already doing. He's asking for the Senate, he's asking for the legislatures to approve the loan that is receiving. For what? To take care of flood relief. And who are going to benefit? It's not the suffering masses. Nothing is being done concerning insecurity. Nothing is done about the suffering of the people. And now the lawmakers have been given a lot of money in billions to do what? They already have large sums of money earmarked for their upkeep. Talk about their allowances, talk about their salaries, talk about everything about their maintenance. It's all about eating and eating and eating at the expense of the suffering masses. From the billions that he has asked for, guess how much he wants to give to Nigerians as so-called palliatives? Just about 8,000. What is 8,000? How much is a bag of gari? He wants to silence you, wants to deceive you by telling you they're giving you palliatives, and you may never see the palliatives. Have you forgotten what happened during COVID with the so-called palliatives that were supposed to be for the people? It's only the governors and some of the people that are in government that benefited. It had to take the suffering, hungry masses breaking into warehouses to go and get the food that they had stocked, the food that they had hoarded to sell or just for their own immediate families. So I'm telling you, we have said it, that Tinubu's coming, Tinubu's regime is going to be worse than that of Buhari. So all this so-called loan that he's asking for, that they should give him so that he can take care of the people. Who are the people he's looking after? They are looking after their own interest, not the interest of Nigerians that went out to vote, and they voted for change. But you know what they did? They bribed their way, bribed INEC, bribed everybody out there so that they can twist everything, and then the elections will be in his favor. And now the case is in court, and they are doing everything now to make sure that justice does not stand. And that's why we are calling on the judiciary to do the needful, to do the right thing. Remember, the justice system is supposed to be the last hope for the common man, not by this wicked politician. From the loan that Tinubu asked for, 35 billion will be given to the judiciary. To do what? When Nigerians are hungry and you are giving them 8,000 as palliative, but you are giving to justice just an arm of the government. So basically, the presidency deciding what you want, they ask for the loan. So the other arm of government, which is the legislators, they now have another cut. And then the judiciary, which is the third arm of government, also having its own cut. So wherever the arrow goes, it will go in the favor of the presidency and ensuring that Tinubu is not removed from being president. Nigerians, shine your eyes well. There's an agenda. Tinubu is about to strike. You are about to experience the worst that Nigeria has ever seen. And that is why we cannot just sit down and say, let's give him time, let's give him time. Our eyes must all be on the judiciary. We must demand that he cannot bribe the judiciary. My question is, in what way will 35 billion benefit Nigerians when you give that to the Judiciary Council of Nigeria? It doesn't make any sense at all. I'm telling you, the trouble has begun. Fire is now on the mountain. Every Nigerian must wake up. Don't wait for another 4 years or another 8 years. We are calling upon the judges. Remember, Nigerians are suffering. Enough is enough. Don't allow Tinubu by you. We knew that during the election, we knew what happened, how many people were disenfranchised. Young people came out in mass and they went out to vote, and many of them were disenfranchised. Some of them were chased, some wounded, and some even lost their life. For what? Just to exercise their right to vote a person of their choice. But that was denied. In some places, they were told, if you're not going to vote APC, if you're not voting for Tinubu, don't even venture coming out here. Because if you come out, it will be for your life. And why should it be so? The only right that they have, it was denied. And now, after the election, we knew what wicked Mahmoud Yakubu did. How he went ahead and announced Tinubu as the winner of the election when he was not truly the winner. Now, they are asking him to present the result that he used during the collation when he was being asked to stop it until it is verified. He said he will verify it, but he never did it. Went ahead for him and announced Tinubu the winner. Labour Party was asking them to present the result that Mahmoud Yakubu used. So if it was a genuine result, if it was an authentic result, why wouldn't you release it? It's an open document. It is for Nigerians. Nigerians voted, so they deserve to know. And they are asking for it in court. They are refusing to bring it and give it to them. And Nigerians, we are smart people. It's all on social media. It's on the internet. Go back and collate all those results that he was announcing. And let's see, what have they done? Because from those results, we know that Tinubu and Atiku did not get 25% in FCT, which is required for anybody to be president over Nigeria. So let's see what they will do. If they cook up any other number and say Tinubu got 25% to qualify him, then we know something is obviously wrong, which is what we already know. So there's no hiding for them. They are trying everything to make sure that they come from the back door and make sure that Tinubu remains as president. But Nigerians, we are smart people. Let's stand together and not allow this to happen. You know Tinubu to be a scammer. He is busy working behind the scene. All he knows is the game of bribing and bribing and bribing. Tinubu will do everything to make sure he buys the judiciary, he buys the legislators, he buys the Nigerians, he buys everyone he can bribe. And we must let Tinubu know that money is not everything. He cannot continue to use money to sear people's conscience. It is time for us to stand together as one and resist every attempt by Tinubu and APC to thwart justice. Recently, there have been calls concerning preparing for a possible rerun because people are thinking that with the pressure that is being mounted on the judges that are sitting on the election tribunal, they may just cancel the election so that this thing will get off their own backs and then they will leave it back to the different political parties and the people or Nigerians to battle it out. We must say no to any possibility of a rerun. We all know that Peter Obi was the outright winner of this election. Let's check the numbers. Let's check what came out from the polling unit. Let's check the result that came on the day of the election. Then we will know who the true winner is, not the fake result that was uploaded by INEC. Some of the results that kept coming in weeks after and even now months after. And then even you get on their IREF, some of the so-called uploaded results, you see pictures of human beings and some just blank sheets of paper, and then they are telling us that that is the result. that brought Tinubu in. Liars, liars, liars. What are they hiding? They are unable to release everything to court, and some had to take subpoenas to get them to release. And now, why should INEC be on the side of another party, being the ruling party? If you have nothing to hide, bring out everything, broad daylight. Let's all see. Because you are saying the election was free, fair, and credible. Show it to us. Let's know how true it was. But if you are hiding information, you are hiding documents, it is obvious. You know what is in that document may be revealing some things you are hiding from us. The time is now. Nigerians are going to unite together and resist you. Let's even say, if it comes to a rerun, Tinubu should not even be on the ballot because of his drug case and also the dual citizenship, the false declaration about NYC, fake certificate, graduating from Illinois University as a female, not as a male. There are too many doubts, too many questions about Tinubu, and so I don't know how they want to sneak this. INEC, I don't know how you're going to do it. The judges, I don't know how you will work for Tinubu. It's not possible. Nigerians, let's not allow Tinubu to be on the ballot box. He does not qualify. Everything about him is a lie, and we must stand until that truth comes out. And we believe that the judiciary will do the needful. Don't fear a few people. Think about the millions of Nigerians that are suffering because of this wicked, selfish, greedy politician. Please let justice prevail. Let's say it comes to a rerun. Who should conduct it? The same INEC? Is it the same Mahmoud Yakubu that cannot be trusted? And you think Nigeria, we trust Mahmoud Yakubu? We trust the current INEC whose interests we know they are serving? No, there must be an overhaul of INEC before anybody thinks about a rerun at all. But we don't support any rerun because from the election result, it is obvious that Peter Obi was the winner of the election, and we want that mandate to be returned because it was a stolen mandate. Going forward, I call for the immediate sack of the current INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, and the commissioner, Festus Okoye, and all the others that have played a part in the election rigging and manipulation in the 2023 election. We cannot go forward doing anything with INEC with the same people that were responsible for the current mess that we are seeing. We want the stolen mandate to be returned. Don't relax. Don't sit down there and say Tinubu has started. Let's give him a chance. We will not allow it because what is going on now, he's just waiting to strike. You haven't seen anything. Don't be naive. Don't be a fool, suffering as a fool. And you continue and say, let's just give them a chance. What chance? It is time to take a stand and make sure we get our nation back from this wicked politician. So Nigerians, it is time to stand together and demand for change and ensure we see the birth of a new Nigeria, because I believe it is still possible, because with God, all things are possible. What is impossible with man is possible with God. Please, please don't give up on this great nation. It's got potential to be a first world as long as you and I keep hope alive. Well, this is what I have for you today. Thank you for being part of today's broadcast. I look forward to seeing you in my next broadcast. Please, why don't you go ahead and share it with as many people as.
Okay, that's it, my people. So that's it. Oh, we heard from Dr. Aruna Goro. We're gonna have to wait for tomorrow. I'm actually so like I'm waiting on the reactions that are going to come following this news that just this breaking news. Oh my god, this is funny. Hey, I know some people don't sleep early in Nigeria, but guess what? Tomorrow, at least they would have gotten. Maybe they will do press conference and address it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Exactly, Esther. We want our mandate returned. Our elected president, His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi. Absolutely, by God's grace. Absolutely. Anyway, so guys, this is where I draw the curtain. Oh, Now, well done. Oh, thank you very much. We're going to end it here today. But remember, keep your eye on the ball. Oh. Don't be carried away by the comments of Baba Blue. Oh. Do not be carried away by those comments. It might just be what's it called? A type of manipulation. Okay, they may have already done what they want to do, but it's just coming out to like preempt. So even though we're looking out for the information as it rolls out tomorrow, we're also keeping our eyes focused on the judiciary. But remember, our judiciary now we dey wait for, right? And I hear court resumes again tomorrow, so we must wait for what court has to say, as we are also looking out for how this news is all going to play out tomorrow. So, guys, thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the Sunday. If it is hot where you are, please stay cool, oh, stay cool. Drink plenty of water, oh, because it's very hot, oh. uh I hear in Arizona it's like 100 and almost 150 degrees, man. That's crazy. I literally saw like a trash can. Somebody had a show the trash can, did a video and showed the trash can melted in Arizona. The heat. Hey, oh, Salogwa, I say now, wow. Yes, good night, Lily. Good night, Mr. Chike. Thank you very much. Kinesin and Lily of the Valley. Thank you very much, Esther. I appreciate. Gravitas, long time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Kene Temako. Temako na we not be Nigeria they make Temako that time. Abi na not na foreign make. Anyway, tomorrow is another day, my people. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye. Don't forget to like on your way out. I don't even check sef whether una even like. But you guys have been doing so well, Sha. You cannot lie. Una dey really dey try for me. I really appreciate. I no even call the I no dey too shout again. But before anything dey happen, una don like. Una don like. Abeg make una share, make una share. If you have not yet subscribed, make una subscribe as we continue to bring the news here. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.